Rahim. Today we are going to discuss about TV as a medium of education. First of all, I would like to introduce some history of TV. That what was the history of TV? In 1907, two inventors, Russian Boris Rusting and English A. Campbell Swinton, combined a cathode ray tube with a mechanical scanning system to create a totally new television system. So one of the first mechanical televisions used a rotating disc with the hole arranged in a spiral pattern. So this device was created independently by two inventors, Scottish inventor John Legge Baird and American inventor Charles Francis Jenkins. Both devices were invented in the early 1920s. The word first electronic television that was created by 21st-year-old inventor named Philo Taylor Farnsworth. That inventor lived in a home without electricity until he was aged 14. Starting in his high school, he began to think of a system that could capture moving images, transform those images into code, then move those images along radio waves to different devices. Then between 1926 and 1931, so mechanical television's inventors continued to tweak and test their creations. However, they were all doomed to be obsolete in comparison to modern electrical televisions. By 1934, all TVs had been converted into electronic system. The word first television station first started appearing in America in the late 1920s and early 1930s. The first mechanical TV station was called W3XK and was created by Charles Francis Jenkins. We can say that he was one of the inventors of mechanical television. And that TV station aired its first broadcast on July 2, 1928. One of the world's first television station, WRGB, has the honor of being the world's only continuously operating station since 1926 to the modern day. The first true remote control was produced by Zenith and released in 1955. And this remote control could turn the television on or off and change the channel. And it was also completely wireless. Conceptualized color television system appeared in 1925 from inventor Vladimir Zarokhan. However, the system was never converted into reality. All attempts to convert it into reality didn't succeed. So color television was placed on the back burner for about 20 years. In 1946, the idea of color television was renewed in earnest. As the history of television.com explains, that by 1946 the Second World War was history and people in America wanted to make up for all the time lost to the war. Black and white television was thought of as old and it was time to do something new. And this is when color television system first began to be considered seriously. Development of in TV, we can say that experiments in television broadcasting was initiated during 1920s in the United States and Europe. Then by 1930s, NBC, National Broadcasting Corporations had set up a TV station in New York and BBC in London and offered regular telecast programs. The word was put a break on further development that was made good use of this medium. How TV as a medium for education. We all know that we are getting most of the benefits. We are getting news, we are getting updates through this network, through this medium. Like the television requires visual perceptions and an interactive form of gratification for viewers. The hardest hits are the young children's. Children shows like cartoons have positive and negative effects on the children, and the parents should not let their children adopt the television scenario as the guide for living their lives. So then, how can we say how TV is a medium for education? Because of its wide coverage and its ability to reach beyond literates, TV has proved to be a powerful medium for development campaigns. The fact that the TV message is carried on waves allows it to deliver its message at a distance, and quality makes it ultimately a distance education medium. Education television or learning television is the use of television programs in the field of distance education. It may be in the form of individual television programs or dedicated specially channels that is often associated with the cable televisions, as in the United States as a public education and government access channel providers. So there are also adult education programs for the other audience. Many of these are instructional televisions or telecourse services that can be taken for the college credits. Example of these includes Open University programs on BBC televisions in Pakistan or also in UK. Many children television series are educational, ranging from dedicated learning programs to those that indirectly teach the viewers. Some series are written to have a specific moral behind very episodes, every episodes, and often explained at the end of the character that learned the lesson. Now, what are the characteristics of the TV that we have considered as a medium for education? So there are two main characteristics: transmit sights and communicate sounds. These two things are very important and that we get from this television medium. First of all, transmit sights. Overall, if we see that what are the characteristics of television? So television has both sight, sound and sight. What we have said, a TV broadcast is conceived and produced and received in audiovisual terms. An eye absorbs and retain much more than ears, so TV broadcasts have greater influence on viewers than radio's audience. So while radio has sound, television contents includes both sound and visuals. This audio-visual character of television makes it a magic medium which allows us to watch the world from our drawing rooms. So this powerful visual nature helps televisions to create vivid impressions in our mind, which in turn leads to emotional involvement. The audio-visual quality also makes television images more memorable. So to watch televisions, we need not leave your drawing rooms, no need of going to the movie theater or buying tickets. So we can watch televisions in the comfort of our home with our family. This is why television is generally regarded as a domestic medium. It provides entertainment and information right inside our homes and has become an integral part of our everyday life. When we talk about that television transmit sights, like visual medium, as a visual medium, television is a superbly suited for visual demonstration for showing object process. It is an electronic device, we can say, that radiates radio waves that carry a video signals representing movie images along with the synchronized audio channel, which is received by television receivers. like we say that TVs are televisions, belonging to the public audience and which display the image on screen. So television programs get to viewers in three ways. Television signals can broadcast through a transmitter, a large structure that sends audio and video signals to the people's home. You receive these signals through an area which connected with the cables. Bring that sites, bring that signals to your TV sets and change it into an image. The next one is that the TV communicates sounds. Television is really a three-part invention. The TV camera that turns a picture and sound into a signal. The TV transmitter that sends the signal through the air, and the TV receiver, I means the TV set in your home, that captures the signal and turns it back into pictures and sound. Through TV, it shares with motion pictures, radio, recording, but not with other common learning materials such as still pictures, models, graphs, and print matters. So, some of the important channels that we are getting from this television, that is Discovery Channel, Discovery Science, National Geography, Discovery Junior, Pogo, CN, Nix, and if we see in Pakistani context, then we have different channels for children like Baby TV, like Cartoon Network, Pakistan TV channel is there, and Nickelodeon, Pakistani TV channel. So these are all channels that are providing entertainment through the TV medium. American children watch an average of 3 to 4 hours of television daily. This is saying by Johnson. Entertainment is especially evident in the children's television series. Discovery Channel is also known for its various shows that follows the theme of Mythbusters. And the cartoon shows are very popular among children. Most of the children watch children television programs with full interest and excitements. Therefore, they learn everything fast and effectively. Discovery Education offers a portfolio of opportunities for districts to meet students where they want to learn in a digital age. Now, this is very essential for students to have a multiple and varied exposure to context in order for them to truly learn and understand it. Discovery Education is an invaluable resource in this respect, helping me to provide interactive media, visual and videos that depict things that these students may never be able to see or be exposed to otherwise. Thank you very much. I hope that you have enjoyed, you have understood each and everything. Please like and share with your friends. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.